Hey, hey!
Welcome.
Welcome to Orlando, Florida. So we're on the balcony of our hotel at the resort. We were talking before, we were like, we've done this live in Peru, in New York City, Disneyland, Florida.
Yeah. San Diego.
Vegas.
You say
Vegas.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what, we do travel a lot, but it doesn't matter where we are. Like Havasu, I guess, for you where you're working.
That's true. Arizona.
But it doesn't matter where we're working or where we're at, where we're visiting, or, we always bring the microphone. We would bring the equipment that we need to so we can broadcast. Scott had it set up in our cute little room here, and it showed like our little mini refrigerator kitchen. And I was like, let's go out here. We can't really see it. And now it's super loud. So I'm like, Scott, talk loud. The cars aren't going to stop for us.
Lori's in charge of the microphone because I got to work the comments and stuff. So.
Oh my gosh. Finally, you guys, here we go. I'm just kidding.
So this was episode 11, the Can't.
Oh my gosh.
The person who snagged that episode title was Jag. He said probably should be called the Can't, or we just did the Can't. But the racers. So one frustration I have right off the bat, they did not tell us departure times. And I don't understand. I get that maybe they didn't want to broadcast just how spread apart the finishes were, but with the clock tower in the background at the finishing mat, we know. So I'm going to tell you guys because I have the information. And so they didn't tell us in the episode. So this is my hot take. This is what we have.
Whoa, how do you have this?
So, hold on. First off, good morning, Jennifer.
Morning.
And hello to Joy. Welcome to the live. So, this was from Tar Hub.
Okay.
So the Amazing Race Hub, they're on Discord. Big group of fans. Lots of racers are on there as well. So if you haven't joined the Discord chat, for those that join us from Chat BCC, once the season's over, I don't know how active that community is going to be, but for people that want to jump over to the Amazing Race Hub, this is year round. They're doing all kinds of fun stuff. I remember there was this whole nativity thing that they did with each day there was a different Amazing Race challenge that Dom put together. They had to figure out stuff based on what you know about the Amazing Race. So it was the different days of Christmas. What is it called when you have that nativity calendar?
Yeah, Advent.
That's what it is. Advent calendar. So he did one of those for the 24 days leading up to Christmas.
That's a lot of work.
That was a lot of fun. Mark's here. Says only here for a moment. He's off to work, but he'll watch us later.
Thanks, Mark. Have a great day.
It's just super fun community. But anyways, there's a group of super sleuths on there who are pouring through the edit. They're looking for all the extra clues that we don't catch in our normal cursory kind of watch of the episodes. Right. And so anytime there's a big watch on a racer who we can read the time, or if there's a clock tower in the background, they're documenting times. So we have a better idea of kind of how the leg runs. So thanks. Big shout out for Valor, who put this together. And I did mention this on the last episode, but Jazz and Jag finished at 3:55 p.m. on leg 10, into leg 10. 2 hours later, about an hour and a half later, was Izzy and Paige at 5:20 p.m. Wow. And then 3 hours after them, Joseph and Adam roll in at 8:10 p.m. And then 8:45 p.m. is when we saw Kylan and Taylor. So we're talking 5-hour time difference between Jazz and Jag and Kylan and Taylor. And again, I feel like we saw that, right, in the edit. You can't manipulate the sunshine.
Some are giving their interviews in the light and some are pitch dark. Yes, you get that. But I didn't realize it was that far. That's crazy.
It says enjoy the sunshine.
Oh, I will. I have my bathing suit on.
We're heading to the pool.
This is over. I'm at the pool.
So reality TV fans on. He said since they all booked their tickets before the pits start, they probably didn't start the leg based on time. They finished the previous leg like they usually do.
And I think they did that because when they went to the can, they had a very small window to do the can because we found out that the can performers had to have 2 shows that day. So I feel like they bumped everyone together just so we had that small window to do the not detour, the
It's active route info.
Active route info. To be able to complete that, so it wasn't into their way. I think that's why. Do you think that's why? What happened?
It's got to be. I mean, I feel like there's times where you get an equalizer because of hours of operation. Here we had an equalizer because of flight. And then they release them immediately, but they know because they prearranged with the Moulin Rouge to have racers come there right from the airport. So while it would have been fun to have some more challenges built into this, there was a tight window at the Moulin Rouge to utilize them. And how iconic. Like this season, we're doing some things that I didn't know. I mean, have we been at the Moulin Rouge before?
I have. I've been to Paris. You haven't.
I haven't.
Yeah,
I've been to Paris. Amazing race wise. Have we been to the Moulin Rouge before?
Oh.
I feel like we
wait a minute. I think we have. I think we've done another dance there. I remember with the big with the big feather on the head.
I mean, we've been to we've been to France 15 times. I think out of any of the races, I know huge fan, reality TV fan. He loves it when we go to France. Being totally sarcastic, he hates it.
I was like, and Switzerland too. They don't like Switzerland.
Yeah.
There's comment.
So Ray says no, Tar hasn't done Moulin Rouge before.
Oh.
Okay.
I remember some dance with the thing. This is what I love the Moulin Rouge. I love that they did the dance. I loved everything about it, except they had to practice the dance, then go get dressed,
costume change,
and then go perform it. It would have been just like Jag and Jazz's first attempt, completely out of my mind. I'd be like, wait, what are we doing? Like there was a lot of time. Like, and I get the costumes because when we had to do our costume in Japan,
in Hong Kong,
it was there was like 3 people putting the costume on us. Like it's an intricate process, and I'm sure that's the same thing with the Moulin Rouge costumes. So I'm like, I wonder why they had them practice with just like the skirt and shoes.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But then they would practice again and be able to accomplish it. But
well, and I mean, amazing job to the Can ladies.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, first off, they're amazing to begin with, right?
Yes.
So to bring the amazing race to the amazing Can dancers, like awesome, great job.
Yes.
But they're doing their whole performance, which is like an incredibly athletic, aerobic,
and they were
performance.
Like doing it good. Woo, woo. Like they could have been like a little bit lower or a little bit, but no, they were like, it was a performance for them. So kudos to them. They did amazing. And it was super fun to watch. I remember a few episodes ago when cute Izzy had to put a skirt on and she's like, I don't like this. I was like, oh, Izzy. I'm like, you have my heart. I'm like, oh, shoot, you have another cute little female costume to put on.
And a good point here. Coltane's saying, I feel like the women's costumes were much bigger hindrance than the women's costume, or the men's costume.
Yeah.
And I agree with that. I mean, I love how great they looked. I mean, seeing all the different colors and all that stuff. But in the dance, the women had to clearly lift the skirt up to do the can dance. Like that's another step the men didn't have to do. So I agree. I think this was a little bit harder for the women to accomplish. But at the same time, you have to understand how hard the men were struggling in their heads with this whole experience. So I know for a fact, Kylan had said he has been dreading a dance challenge the entire season. Like nightmares almost every night in the hotel.
Oh,
poor guy. And the whole drive, Taylor was telling me that she was telling Kylan, no, it's okay, babe. It's probably going to be a roadblock, or it'll be a detour where we can choose like one thing or the other, just trying to give him reassurance, right? Like you're probably not going to have to dance. And then here comes the amazing race who ups the ante and says, psych, not a roadblock, not a detour. This is an active route info that you both have to do.
It was awesome.
No escape.
It was awesome. It was awesome. I love the judges. I love the costumes. I love the helpers that taught them the dance. Like seeing the backstage, because I've been to the Milan, seeing the backstage where they have like the workout stuff and then the backstage. It was incredible and it was awesome.
Let's talk about the attempts.
Okay, I even love the dance. Like sometimes you're like, that was the dance. And other times you're like, oh my gosh, that dance is so hard. I felt like this was a good middle where it was still difficult, but it wasn't like so hard you couldn't get. Like I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
So Jag and Jazz got on their second attempt.
Yep.
Which I like their strategy. Let's go out there. Let's feel it. Let's see how it is with the music live, because that does make a huge difference.
From there, I think the next best team that did it was Kylan and Taylor. They got on their third attempt.
Oh my gosh.
And
That
Kylan
was the sweetest
was
response.
crying.
Oh my gosh.
I love him so much for this.
Yes, because and that
human.
really shows how difficult in his head he was making, because the whole time he was like, I don't know how to dance. And that cute instructor was like, well, you're going to be a pro after, or something like that. Like he wasn't like, oh, really? Like he was just like, nope, don't worry about it. We got you. Like he was so great with Kylan. And then, yes, Kylan, and I love, showing your real emotions. The Amazing Race is hard no matter what challenge you're doing. But this one, he really struggled, I think, more mentally than he thought he could. I mean, he did it much easier than he probably thought he could.
Right.
And so
Taylor was killing it. Let's talk about Taylor.
Well, let me just finish Kylan.
Kylan,
like I love that he was able to accomplish this. I'm sure he would have been able to accomplish this in 2, 3, 4 more times without Taylor. Taylor single-handedly lifted that team with 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. And oh my gosh, she was such a good partner, a teammate. She totally supported him. Not that the other teams don't, but she knew how hard this was for him. Again, this was more mental for him, but they did incredible. Yeah. It was incredible.
I mean, I've heard some criticisms online. People were like, oh, I didn't feel Jazz and Jack should have got it on their second attempt. Like if they're faulting Joseph and Adam for some of the stuff they were messing up, how are Jazz and Jack getting it on their second attempt?
Yeah.
Or Izzy and Paige, like, could they have probably got it on their third attempt? Yeah, I think they were actually pretty close on that third effort.
Yeah.
So 5 attempts, like, I don't know. But what I do know from having been on The Amazing Race, when it comes to performance challenges, it's how well you sell it. Like, I know I caught some criticisms on my drumming technique that they were like, Scott was a little bit late in his snap, but if you were there, you felt the energy I was giving off. I was yelling. I was pumped. I was like, selling it at the end to the point where the judges are like, I want to give it to these guys. I don't know. I feel like it.
Well, and I feel like that any challenge, you could be like, well, that isn't exactly, they shouldn't have got it, or that was, and why didn't they? Again, it's human reaction. Like we're not going to be perfect, or the judges aren't going to be perfect. They're trying to be as best they can, unbiased.
But I do feel like, again, watching people arrive, right? Joseph and Adam get there in first place. Like, how exciting for them, like, yet again, in that first place spot, and then leave in last. Like, that's got to deflate the sales a little bit. That's got to make you get in your head a little bit of, shoot, like, we're out of this now.
A little. I mean, I'm not a dancer by any means, or musical at all, a little bit. But if you're going on The Amazing Race, you got to learn like the basic beats, like 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. Mute, like doing the flute. There was a beat of, sometimes it was a faster beat or a slower, but there was always that beat. Same thing with dancing. They got in there first, and I love that for them. Yep. But the first couple steps, they were like walking. I'm like, you guys, you have to stay on beat. So if someone, and I'm like, Scott, remember this, like 5, 6, like you could be talking, you can be like on Dancing with the Stars. They're like, and turn in 5 and 6, like they are communicating the whole time. Like if they do that, it's going to make it, the dancing, especially the dancing challenges, a lot easier just to keep that count.
Yeah. Well, and I feel like by the opposite measure, you get Kylan and Taylor, who arrive last to the Moulin Rouge because of traffic issues. Yeah. Their taxi driver gets lost. Like, he only knows one way to get to the Moulin Rouge.
Which,
like, how are you not using?
I've been to Paris. That area is so trafficking horrible. Why did they not have them take the metro much faster, especially knowing that they're in that very small time crunch? I'm like, why did they have them take taxis in the middle of the busy? And there's not even a busy time. It's always busy by the Moulin Rouge. At least I've been there a small time, but I'm like, it's a very small area, and on this corner, it's really a funky little location. Like, it's always busy. Why did they have them? Why did they have to take the metro? Because the metro's right across the street. Great. Like, you come out and it's like right there, and I'm like, why didn't they? Anyways, I have no idea.
Like, I feel like they were probably thinking when they had the whole leg designed, like, let's get them to Moulin Rouge as quickly as possible. And maybe there's a chance you get lost in Metro if you don't find the directions out correctly.
True.
Whereas taxis should know where to go.
I know.
Except for Taylor and Kylan's taxi driver. Like this dude, like legit did not know where he was going. Like,
yeah, these are major landmarks.
So frustrating, right? Like it wasn't like you were navigating some random French restaurant for a baguette.
So
like it's
stupid.
the Moulin Rouge.
Yeah.
I don't know. I felt like that was
so then,
but they get there in last and then steamroll or catapult their way to second place.
Good for them. That
with
Kylan's
great job. Like, well,
and
Taylor,
him like just tearing up, like even off the stage
as he's running down the steps,
yeah,
still crying.
Like, I love that for you.
What a
That's
pump!
So great.
What a boost!
Yes,
right?
yes.
So from there they go to the Notre Dame. Now, you saw the Notre Dame.
The last time I was in Paris, the Notre Dame was burned, and it was so sad. That was the first time I've ever seen it. So other people have saw it before. Obviously I've seen pictures of it before, but just seeing it, and you can't go anywhere near it, and it was just like this black awful color. It was just so sad, and to be able to see it just like like just shining, it was so beautiful. And like Phil said, they have restored it, and the local said it's even better than before. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I've never actually went in. So next time when we go, honey.
Yeah.
But it looked gorgeous. Like that took so long for them to restore that. Why did that take so long?
Well, there was a lot of damage done. Like that fire burned quite a bit.
What happened?
So there was a fire. I don't know the story, but some kind of, I think it was arson. I think someone burned it.
Oh gosh,
I don't think it was an accident. But it burned like, I want to say 40-50% of the building. Mm-hmm. And so much restoration had to go into it. It just recently opened like maybe a year ago, I think.
Yeah. Whoever was in charge, whoever was the production of
country producer.
Country producers, every shot was absolutely amazing. Yes. Iconic, gorgeous, perfect weather. Okay. They get 5 stars.
Here's my criticism. Oh, right after you get down.
Oh, shoot. Awesome.
This leg needed one more challenge. Okay.
Yes.
I felt like as hard as and we're going to talk about it, the Braille coming up next was.
Yeah.
This needed.
Sorry, my arm's getting hot in the
sun. So, and my reason here is I felt like there's just something was lacking. Like I felt like one more way to change things up, mix things up. So here's my proposal. Tell me what your thoughts are, if you like it or not. My idea here, and we've done it before. This wouldn't have been the first time, but detour task, mime or chime. All right, we're at the Notre Dame. We just talked about like the Hunchback of Notre Dame, like Jazz brought that up, right?
Yeah.
With the Notre Dame. Like
oh my gosh, accent. He said it in such a funny accent. I was like, what are you doing?
But here's the thing, like if we're doing a mime challenge or something to do with like the bells, the clocks, like something related, again, one more challenge here would have been
they did need
iconic,
one more challenge, but it was still absolutely gorgeous. Every shot that Phil was in, every shot of the clue box, everything was absolutely gorgeous.
Sorry, I got some people making comments on
No, you're fine, honey.
Yeah, so the Notre Dame looks bigger in the Disney movie. Then Reality TV said, someone hired Scott on production team. Lori would love to be a story producer.
I talked to them about that when I was there, and Darren's like, once you work for us, you can't be on any of our reality shows. So you've got to choose what you want to do. And I'm like, I'll see you in a few years.
We want to exhaust all of our possibilities to return first before we affiliate ourselves.
But yeah, that's my dream job right there.
That would be so fun. You could still travel.
Oh my god.
All of the places Amazing Race goes.
So freaking fun.
Still get to do some of the challenges the day before with like the testing team. So here's a great idea, and we'll get to this in a second, talking about the scramble. What if the scramble wasn't just visits to those different Statue of Liberties, but there was a task associated there too?
That's what they should have done.
And if you remember from season 35, the scramble and the finale leg with the trapeze and the glass blowing, if you have tasks associated with those various pit stops, there's a better chance for there to be some kind of a shuffle because there might be a challenge or a task that a team doesn't do well on. Right. All right, let's talk about the Braille, right? You get there.
Oh my gosh.
The question was, who thinks they know their type?
Now, before this, we would have known it was something to do with Braille because you're going to the Braille Institute. So some of the teams that were like, what are we doing? I'm like, it's just the Braille Institute. Like I knew, I was like worried.
This is an attention
That
to detail.
I am not like that at
Right.
all. I know I could have done it. I would have been slower than Joseph. I would have been with that paper. That was brilliant. That's what I would have done, like one by one. I would have taken like 5 or 6 papers because I get too antsy and I'm not good at little detailed stuff. So I know I could have done it. I would not have done it fast. I probably would have done it last. I would have given this job to you unless our numbers were off a little bit, and then I would have had to have done this challenge. But again, I went into it the same way all of those teams went into it, slow and steady, do it one at a time and like double check. And that's why I would have gone so slow. I thought it was an amazing challenge. It was I've never seen the typewriter for Braille. I've seen Braille several times, but I've never seen the actual typewriter for it. I thought it was awesome. I thought the 2 people were hilarious.
Yes, the judges.
Like, this is taking so long. Should we go get another cup of coffee? I was just like, oh my gosh, that guy is so funny.
So, leading up to this challenge, Lori and I's strategy was to roadblock stack as much as we possibly could, in the hopes of leaving me with the last 2 tasks during the last 2 legs. Because again, we expect that they're going to throw more difficult tasks at you later in the race. So early on in the race, if you notice, those roadblock tasks are a little easier than these tasks are later on in the race. And again, when you have these amazing teams at this point, we're down to 4 awesome, amazing teams.
Oh my gosh.
You have to have difficult tasks to figure out who's good and who needs to go home. So knowing that, we're going to try to roadblock stack as much as we could to try to give ourselves a 2 roadblock difference at this point. So I could do this challenge. But like Lori said, she would have done it if we needed to leave myself free to do that last roadblock.
Yeah. At first I'm like, oh my gosh, this would be the hardest thing ever. And then when you like look at it, they have the paper right there. Like literally anyone on the planet can do this. They have the answers right there. You just have to go one by one. Anyone can accomplish it. So sometimes, and I feel like this is what racers do. Like we get in our head, like Kylan, like myself. Oh my gosh, I can't do that. This is like a memory challenge. I can't do this. It's a dancing challenge. I can't do this. And then you're like, wait a second. They're not going to make you a challenge that is impossible to do unless it's the Ninja Star. Other than that, they are not going to do a challenge.
It was an impossible detailed task.
But they had a different challenge.
We had a choice.
They won't make it about like they want you to succeed. They want it to be difficult, but they want you to succeed. So I'm like, you got to remember that in your race brain.
Well, and I feel like you have to also think about how to break things down into manageable pieces. So Nick and Mike in their recaps that they did during our season, they talked about chunking things, break it down into manageable pieces. That's what each of these racers did. By covering letter by letter, you're blocking the noise, right? Getting rid of the distractions, making sure you don't make those mistakes. And like Joseph did, go slow, right? Yeah. Slow and steady might win the race in this situation, And I think for him, it proved, yes, he did it in 1 attempt. It took him forever to do that 1 attempt. In that time, Izzy did 5 attempts.
I was really rooting for Izzy. Oh my gosh. I don't feel like she went too fast. Like she was confident in what she was doing. So I don't feel like she was like going too fast and like missed it. She should have slowed down. Like I feel like she was very confident and
it wasn't
strategic.
Fast at the cost of making costly mistakes. Right.
But I thought she got it on the first time. I honestly thought she got it the first time, and then as soon as Adam left,
Joseph.
I mean Joe. Sorry, I meant when Joseph left, she kind of got.
You start to feel that dread.
Yeah, you feel it's more pressure now. Oh.
So I agree, Colton. I don't know why Joseph did this roadblock. I felt like this was a roadblock that maybe was more geared towards Adam. It wasn't super physical. It wasn't something that, he would have struggled with given the diabetes and stuff. I was trying to remember what they said when they were deciding in choosing. But it was definitely frustrating. I agree. Judges for this challenge were absolutely hilarious. Like when the one tutor guy's like nodding off, like that's so French. Like sorry, not to hate on the French at all, but some of this stuff was just so characteristically French for me. Like when they're like, "Oh, this is very nice," like when they're talking about sipping.
I'm not sure what accent that was.
Was that not French?
I don't think so.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe that's Italian.
I think it was more Italian. Oh. Yeah,
But so cute for them,
They're so
like with
fun.
the whole nodding
They're so
off.
fun,
Like
yes.
they were
They're so fun.
selling it. So Jag got it on his second attempt, I think. Taylor got it on. Oh, let me see.
Yeah, he got it on her second attempt because the very first button he went boop, 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 and
Right.
he's like, oh, I
He's
have
like,
to do
wait,
it all
gotta
the
strike him
same
at
time. So then the second attempt, which was really his
did it.
first
second attempt.
real attempt. I know. That's why I was like, no, it's
same with Taylor. Taylor got it on her second attempt.
Yeah.
And Izzy got it on her fifth attempt.
Yeah. And
what are your thoughts on her fourth attempt?
Yeah, the line.
So did you notice when it's a wrong letter, they circled
a line.
What
she
did
forgot
that mean?
A space.
That's
I think she forgot a space.
Yeah, we think there was a space that was missed there. And I think when you're looking at it, Izzy's looking at it and seeing what looks like a space. But in between Braille lettering, the letters have to have a space so you know you've gone to the next letter. The spacing between letters and the spacing between words is much more exaggerated. So I think she missed a space there, an actual space.
I don't know.
That's hard. You look at how much you put into that effort, and then you get to that point and you realize, dang it, I didn't get it.
I know. I was rooting for them so hard, like literally yelling at the TV screen.
I'm just surprised they told him what was wrong. I think you have to on that one, Ray. Like, I don't know.
Well, but that's true though, Ray, because
some of the previous challenges, they don't tell you where you messed
They're
up.
like, nope, sorry. And you're like, which one is it? That is an Amazing Race thing that they never tell you. So that is
usually
interesting.
Tell you what you messed up.
But this is, you can't just go back and fix that one mistake with this Braille. You have to complete the whole thing. So maybe that's what the difference. The whole thing. How contrasting though is a red mark on that completely white piece of paper with just bumps on it. Like, you feel it in your gut, like an editor making a mark on your paper. I feel like the circle was the letter and the I don't know.
Yes, I did love Paige at this roadblock. Like, Izzy's so lucky to have someone so loving, so encouraging in her life. Like, even when they got in the taxi, like, you can see Izzy just like weighing down with that. Like, we're in last. Like, I've ruined it for us. And Paige is like, no, we got this. Like, we're still in this. Like,
I do appreciate the boys saying she's right behind us. Like, she's just a few minutes behind us. Letting Paige know Izzy's almost here. Like, get ready. Like, encouraging Izzy. I wish if it was me and I saw Paige, and again, I can't really say 100% because I'm not in that race, but when I saw that was going on, if I was like a Taylor person leaving before, or the other leaving before Paige, I'm sorry, Izzy, I would have gone over and been like, look at me, just
right. But it didn't look like they could even be in the room.
They were all in the same room together.
No. You mean Joseph? Like one
Joseph
of the other
or Taylor. If I was a Joseph or a Taylor and I'm leaving, like, I'm so relieved, I'm so thankful, but I can see, you can hear and see and feel how distraught she is. I would have gone, okay.
Yeah.
You got this. I would have taken 20 seconds, 30 seconds. Like, you got this.
A good question, Colton. It says, could they keep their wrong attempt for reference so they could just copy what was correct and fix the errors? You could. Like, you saw Izzy take it back. You saw her frustration. She's like, I don't see what I got wrong. I can see the red mark. I don't see it's wrong. Like, she's flabbergasted. She's confused. She's frustrated, right? So clearly they could keep their attempts. I don't think that helps you.
Yeah,
I think it's more difficult to read the small Braille letters than it is to just rehash through yourself. Now, I will give you my quick little tip. If anyone ever here, hold this for a second. If anyone ever needs to do the Braille lettering thing, if you notice the keyboard, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the top letters. These are the middle. These are the bottom for that side. So again, the whole way that you break down challenges into chunking is you look at, I type like 85 words a minute, right? QWERTY keyboard or whatever. It's a matter of learning some of the muscle memory and just knowing that this is how it goes. So when you see, okay, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, it's top, middle, bottom. So you could have started to develop a little bit stronger of a timing. And I feel like that's probably crazy. What Izzy was getting so fast at.
Yeah, she was so good.
But anyways, that's something I noticed when I was.
So I don't think like that at all. Like, that is like so over my head. I will say I do love the poem that had to do with the
Statue of Liberty.
And that the next challenge, the scramble, was Statue of Liberty. Like, I like how all of that was connected. That was really cool.
Okay, someone did have a criticism here. Maybe it's just me. This episode reminded me of my frustration with Jag and Jazz. has been with other teams that have done a proper goodbye or thank you to the people judging the challenges. So I think this person's saying that they feel like Jazz and Jag just beeline out of there. They don't thank the judges for what was happening. I don't know. What's your frustration? Tell me more.
Yeah, I didn't notice that, but I always try to make sure. I know they're in race mode, especially when you're in first. You're trying to get out of there as fast as you can. But usually, like for us, we were so thankful that they finally passed us on a challenge.
Right.
We like wanted to hug them and shake their hand and like bow. Like most of it, we were in like Japan and Hong Kong. We were like, bowing and making sure to show our appreciation and love as much as we could. But maybe they just, I didn't see it, so I don't remember. Okay. I'm just thinking.
So that's what Robert's saying. Yeah, basically that was the thing. Spending more time showing your appreciation for the judges. Yeah. We can see a lot of other teams doing that a lot. Jazz and Jag maybe aren't doing that as much. So let's talk about it. This is, like there was so much Statue of Liberty.
I know, that was so
cool. This, you get the puzzle with the Braille is the whole thing that has to do with the Statue of Liberty phrase. We go from that into the 3 mini Statue of Liberties.
Rad.
Like how iconic and amazing is that, right? And then we get the preview of where we're going next week. And where are we going?
Oh my gosh.
New York, where I don't want to say the legit Statue of Liberty is, but like France gave us our Statue of Liberty. So I do love that production's paying attention to those kinds of threats.
Yes,
right?
That's
There's some
really
theme
cool.
here.
Yep.
There's some stuff being done. Love that. My criticism of this episode, I did say that. I wanted one more challenge, either a detour task, mime or chime, or something task related to do at each of the scrambles. That would have been awesome.
That would have been way better.
We clearly had a painter. They could have had to throw together some kind of like a painting.
Yeah, that painting was rad.
That was very impressionistic.
I feel like the worst part of the episode was to be continued.
That's my frustration.
You son of a gun. They did it again.
For those that watched our season 37, we had the same penultimate leg 11 leading into the finale was a to be continued. It was the dropping of the tile, right? The tile breaks.
Dropped the tile.
What's going to be done about that? How are we going to handle? Clearly, these two teams are neck and neck.
But
what's going to happen here?
We just had to wait the next day.
Right. One day.
We had to wait one day for the finale of season 37 of The Amazing Race. Now, with this cliffhanger, we have to wait an entire week. Boo.
Yeah. I honestly, when I was putting this together in my head and mapping out where I thought this leg was going to pace out, I expected we were going to have a Wednesday and a Thursday finale again.
Yeah.
Because I thought Survivor would be next week.
Yeah.
And so when all of a sudden they started releasing the TV schedule and we're going to have a finale next week, I was like, awesome. That's so cool. Okay, we'll take our own week. We don't have to have finale bunched up like we did in our season. And then they did it to us again with this to be continued. Frustrating.
We were chatting with Darren last night and he was like, what was the thing he told us about the end of this? That's something that's never done.
Okay, so he talked about the fact that what he's loved about this season was some of these iconic, amazing race and 38 seasons of doing the show have yet to get into some of these places. And so with Moulin Rouge last night, that was something, again, never done before. To be able to be in there.
But watching the previews, I feel like this is what Darren was talking about. He has to be vague. Obviously, he can't tell us every specific thing, but he was kind of being vague. And I'm like, oh my gosh, do you have a video or a clip of it?
No.
It's Sesame Street.
Sesame Street.
I mean,
first off, the title that they teased us with 2 weeks ago was 1 million cookies, right? I don't know how you don't think the possibility of Cookie Monster and Sesame Street, but then immediately you're like, but there's no way we're going to pay the licensing to get into Sesame Street.
But isn't it CBS?
Is it?
Yeah.
No, it's PBS.
Oh, it is PBS.
Public Broadcast System.
Huh. Yeah. I don't know how they did that, but that's rad.
So I was not expecting actual Sesame Street, even though I felt like they were teasing us with the clue of the episode title 2 weeks ago. 1 million cookies. That's count.
I want them to take the racers to, I know it can never be like Disneyland, but what about Dollywood or some kind of other theme park where they have to go on this crazy, scary ride. Like,
Right.
where's that kind of stuff?
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Coming.
39, maybe.
I mean, you jump out of an airplane. Why can't we go on an upside down roller coaster, right? Standing up. What is that called? The Green Goblin or something?
Riddler. I think Riddler's a stand-up ride.
I can't. I'm so excited for it. It's so cool.
Yeah. So a reality TV fan saying, I can't believe we got a celebrity as big as Cookie Monster on the show. I know. We get all these other celebrities like these athletes, like this awesome pitcher. I think it was a pitcher, baseball player when they went down to Dominican Republic. I don't know. All these awesome celebrities that we've had participate in different challenges along the way. But yes.
Oh my gosh.
Cookie Monster.
That is so cool.
Oh, so iconic.
Yeah, I'm excited for next week.
A few more comments here. 37 had such a great moment for a cliffhanger. I feel like 38 Productions' desire was to recreate that feeling, and it just felt frustrating. Yeah, I agree.
As they're in the taxi, it's not like a big cliffhanger, like dropping the tile. I totally agree with that.
Well, and this spot comment here, all I could think of was the people in costumes on the street, like occasionally happens near Times Square. That's true. Yeah. We get a lot of the performers at Times Square, like trying to collect our tips and stuff.
Yeah.
So clearly I was frustrated because if you follow us long enough with our live Q&As, we know we give away prizes and we do these giveaways. So
and nobody was eliminated.
I know. So let's throw up the slides real quick. So I need to get the slides up first.
And where Phil was on the mat was iconic.
Love that
shot. It's beautiful, gorgeous. But that's the volleyball shot of the Olympics.
Oh yeah, we're huge Olympic fans.
We're huge. Paris we love Olympics.
Just had the Olympics,
and that's where the volleyball, sand volleyball, was at with the Eiffel Tower in the back. So I'm like, it's cool to see. To piece things together. Anyways.
So we asked you guys, which team did you think was going to win this leg? A bunch of you jumping on the bandwagon. I was saying Jazz and Jag. You were not wrong. Jazz and Jag did win again this leg. Hey, pipe down in the back. We're trying to do our live Q&A.
We have a live going on right now.
Cops are coming to bust us. So these are all the people that were guessing, and you got extra entries. So let me share the screen.
Also, please subscribe. We are almost at 1,000 followers, right? You guys. I think we're like 4 away.
All right, we're going to shuffle up.
5 away?
I think we're 4 or 5 away. Yes. 4 or 5. Subscribe. Link and subscribe.
Please.
All right, we're going to shuffle it up and spin this for $10. $10 giveaway. We have so many entries. This is going to be... Follow party 8.
I love it.
Congratulations. You got it. I've got to switch screens here to this one. I did that wrong. Sorry.
That's all right, honey. As the producer, I know there's so many things going on. I could never do what he's doing. I'm this person. Hey,
give me the microphone. All right, so let me share the screen here. We had a bunch of people say who they thought this was going to be.
And this was
who you thought was going to get eliminated.
Okay.
And for this one,
some of you are smarty pants.
Well, one person I think answered after the fact.
Okay, that's so okay. Hey, you're so smarty.
Yeah. But regardless, nobody got eliminated. So this was hard for me to award a prize to. So I chose to give this to the option of no one got eliminated because truly we did not eliminate anyone in this episode.
In that episode,
we are going to eliminate someone in this leg, my understanding.
Yeah.
So, but for this episode and for the purposes of this giveaway, because I can't spoil who I think's getting eliminated. So, CBS will sue.
We already know.
They'll sue us.
We know who.
But
the last.
We don't know.
Well, I do.
But for the purposes of this contest, we're saying this was a no one eliminated because no one was eliminated in the 11th episode. So these two people have a chance. So let's switch this up. And we're going to shuffle up. Jacob had 5 entries. Michelle has 1.
Let's go, Michelle!
And it is, I think it's going to be
Jacob. Jacob wins.
All right. Congratulations, Jacob.
Also, why we are in Orlando, real quick. We are in Orlando, Florida for Over the Edge. We've been invited by Over the Edge, where they take celebrities, which I think is hilarious. They take celebrities.
Apparently, we are celebrities. Reality TV
my son
celebrities.
Taking me to the airport last night was
like, where are you guys going?
Where are you going again? And I'm like, they're having this celebrity reality show thing, and he's like, but you're not celebrities. I'm like, I know, but don't tell anybody because they invited us, so we're going. So from Amazing Race, Survivor, Big Brother, The Challenge, and many, many others, we all come together. We have different organizations that we're raising money for, but we get to meet fans and we get to do activities. We get to rappel down this wall. We get to do the Dolphin Cove and fun parties. So we are very excited to be here. And when we left, it was like 35 degrees and snowing. So this feels
like
lovely.
80 degrees,
Yes,
sunny in sunny Florida. So, all right, for this one, this was $5. We're giving away to somebody who guessed the episode title.
Nice.
We had a big variety. Izzy and Paige was a popular choice. 13 of you said that. Only 2 of you said Jazz and Jag. And so that was Aisha and Jacob again.
So Jacob's coming in hot.
Yeah, and Jacob's got his 5 inches.
Or did I get one of them?
You got one.
I got one.
Yeah, it's loud. Or no, it's crazy, chaotic, and it's
loud
awesome.
Or something. Yeah, awesome.
For episode 3, the one we won.
The one we won, I named it.
So we won episode 3, leg 3, and you got the episode title.
Nice.
So. All right, here we go. We are going to spin $5. 5 entries for Jacob. Oh, Aisha.
Oh, Aisha had that.
All right, Jacob's got $10.
No,
5
no
and
hate,
5.
Just teasing. All right, so DM us on our socials and we'll send that Venmo or Amazon gift card.
Yeah, whatever it is you want. So I don't have a slide to leak like who we're going to have for a recap. We're trying to figure out logistics. We might just bunch.
I think we should just wait. Yeah, let's just wait till next week for.
And we'll just do 11 and 12 together.
Yeah.
As a finale.
Yeah.
And we'll just do one big recap and just hit everything. So we love you guys so much. Thank you for joining us for our live Q&A.
And if you're here in Florida, come and say hi to us. We'll be at the pool in like 5 minutes.
All right, love you guys. Bye.